Okay, Miss Fricker's class, we are at a very special place today. This is Harpers Ferry, West Virginia. If you remember your history, that Harpers Ferry was discovered by Lewis and Clark many, many years ago, and that also John Brown, the famous abolitionist, took over and tried to free slaves here and arm them. What you're looking at down below is the armory that he took over, and it was in October of 1959. And what you're looking at is where he was barricaded inside the fort, and him and his men, there were 21 of them, held off local militia and U.S. Marines for 3 days in 1959. Brown's men fired from inside the fort at the militiamen and townspeople who shot back from positions all around you. So finally, 3 days later, the U.S. Marines, under Robert E. Lee of all people, stormed it, and they bashed in with sledgehammers and battered down the door and captured John Brown and his few remaining men that were alive. 10 of his men were killed. 10 of John Brown's men were killed out of the 21, 2 of them being his sons. And this is the town that we're kind of looking at here. So let's move around, and you can see the heights. See how old those buildings are all over the place. Train tracks run through the town. And coincidentally, you'll learn in history that John Brown was tried as a treasonist and was eventually executed. And during the execution, John Wilkes Booth borrowed a uniform and was in the crowd, as well as Jeb Stuart, who you'll learn about later on. So you can see this is a very old town here. And this is the armory down here that he hid inside. And there were 100,000 rifles inside there. And that's what he was trying to get. He was trying to get all those rifles. His plan was to arm the slaves and create a rebellion in Virginia. And he thought that he could get rid of all of the slaves with a rebellion. And that never materialized. So he was very good friends with people like Harriet Tubman. He had met some of our famous orators, and was Ralph Waldo Emerson. He knew him as well. So again, here we are, Harpers Ferry, West Virginia. You can see these old buildings. And if there's something else here, I will tell you about it. So we'll see you soon, guys. Have fun.